Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to explain the topic Introduction to Switching System. As you know, switching system is a part of telecommunication system. So it is in our present days, in our present connectivity. So it is one of the important part of our life. So. The main purpose of the switching system is to provide a means to pass information from any terminal device to other terminal device selected by the originator. So it is a switching system coming to existence with a rapid growth of electronic system. So that means if we say in simple, then switching system is nothing. This is a part of electronics and it is mainly used for voice as well as data communication. So if we see the evolution of the switching system, then we are able to see earlier it was manual switching system, but nowadays that manpower is reduced and automatic switching system is coming to existence. So this automatic switching system is classified depending on some parameters, or depending on where based on which it deals. It is classified into different types. So this is a block diagram for a switching system. So switching system, what it it makes connection between the subscriber. So two n subscribers, so input n or output n. So it can make or break the connection between the subscriber. So this is a block diagram representation of a switching system. So now we'll see the classification of switching system. So this is the classification tree of a switching system. The main switching system is divided into manual switching system and automatic switching system. Now we will see a brief classification of these two. So automatic classification is divided into electromechanical switching system and electronic switching system. Now electromechanical is again divided into two parts, that is step by step switching system and crossbar switching system. And electronic is divided into two parts, space division and time division. Again, time division is again divided into two parts, analog and digital. Digital is classified into three parts, space switch, time switch, combination switch. So this is the switching classification of switching system, that is a classification tree. Now so there are so many types of switching system. How it transfer the data depend on that. Switching systems are mainly two types, that is message switching and circuit switching. So message switching is what whenever switching system deals with transferring the message from one point to another, that type of switching system is called message switching. So there is another type of switching is also there, that is called packet switching. So this is actually a modification of message switching, packet switching. So now we will see how a message switching network operates. So what is its structure, that we'll see with it. So in short, we can say that in message switching, information or data is transmitted from source to destination without any break. So this is the structure of a message switching. So suppose here computer A wants to send its data to computer this computer, though it is not named, so it is actually named as B. So computer B. Now what happens? So first of all, what is its work? What is its first step? So it will select the shortest route. So here shortest route is selected as A to X, X to Y, Y to Z, Z to B. So how it works? So first of all, the computer processor will receive the data, receive all the messages, whole messages. Next, it will read the destination address. That means from here destination is X, so it will read the destination address. Next, in between them, after it receiving the data, it will check the error, whether is there any error in the receiving data. So it will check it. If it is okay, then it will go for the reading of the address of destination. So it will read the destination address, that means address of X. So if whenever it read it, then after that it will select the path. Then from A, how it transmit the data with the help of which path it will send the data, that will process. So after that processing, it will send the data to this address. Okay. So again, whenever it will receive the data, first of all it will select the error. So one more thing, in message signal what happens, so it will receive all the data at a time. That means it's not like that. Suppose it is receiving a part of data and it will send to its next further step. So it cannot do like this. First, what it do, it will receive at each and every node. It will first receive everything, every data. It will first receive every message. It will first receive whatever it wants to, whatever the source wants to send to the receiver end. So at each and every node, they will first receive it. After that, they will go for the next step. So at each and every point node also, it will it is checked. It will check for the error. So this is the actually message switching. In this way, message switching work. Now there is a some disadvantages there, as it is inefficient for long messages. Because why it is inefficient? Because as we have come to know that it will receive everything, every message whatever it want to send. So then in this way, in such way, what happens, it require for long message, it require a maximum amount of space. So space requirement is more. That's why it is not efficient for sending the long message. So it is this is one disadvantage. Again, suppose if some error occurs, then the data wherever it is okay, the data which is where no error is found, it cannot do that. It will send that data. So it cannot do like this. If error is occurred, then the data will not pass through the further nodes. So that is it's another disadvantage. That means we have to, if at any node, if error is found, then we have to again retransmit the message once again. So that is another disadvantage. Suppose if someone suppose if a high priority short message arrive while a long message is in transmission. Suppose a long message is transmitted, so at that time suppose a short message with higher priorities arriving at a node, then it cannot process that short message earlier than the long message. That means whatever it doing, whatever it is running, first it complete that. First it will complete that process. After that, it will take the next message. So it is another disadvantage. That means some delay will be occur whenever it is urgent situation. Some delay will be occur. So that is actually not our requirement. So that is out of our requirement. So we can consider that is one of the disadvantage of message signal switching. So this is all about our introduction. So thank you everyone.